If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Falcons.
And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons, and whether it was high school or...
Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Up to the races, middle of the field! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Here's Darnold to throw. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, and how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They bring Higgins in motion left. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 57.
Trying again following the sack. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every element.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons finish off their opening drive. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Darius Williams with the INT. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 4. He'll get this to Jefferson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. We're through. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at second and pretty short. From the 42. He's got Brown on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. All set up now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Working inside the red zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Man in motion here. First down throw, Mahomes. Aguilar with the grab. He's got to gain a 6 there. Justin Reed with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaq Thompson. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just declined that call, Brock.
Boy, if I was the quarterback who threw the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation and maybe his resignation.
Ooh. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yellow.
Another try following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's got time here. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Play action, Mahomes. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Steelers and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. To throw, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Darnold looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Ja'Whaun Bentley makes the play. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
He's got a man left, and he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 17. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coe. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Mitchell up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Conklin brings it in. And that will not be enough for a first down. So 4th down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56-yard. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Darnold now to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. Has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Atwell now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Running right with Mitchell. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, Yellow, go.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. Slot man motioned over. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see T and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Back to the air, Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Here's Mitchell again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Darnold to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now Darnold. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they pick him off again. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He finds Aguilar. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield, keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one an impressive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Steelers 14 points back. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Here he is to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, this is Mitchell. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mitchell on the carry. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Mitchell on the give, headed left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.